In the heart of Prague, within the labyrinthine alleys of the old Jewish quarter, stands the Old New Synagogue. For centuries, its attic has been sealed, forbidden to all. Inside, dust motes dance in a single, intrusive sliver of light, illuminating a space where time itself seems to have stopped. This is the legendary resting place of a creature sculpted from river mud, an automaton of unfathomable power. Whispers claim that here, amidst the decaying scrolls and forgotten relics, lies the dormant form of the golem. It is not a myth born of fantasy, but a legend forged in desperation. A silent, colossal guardian awaiting an arcane command to awaken once more. Its presence a chilling, tangible secret hidden in plain sight. This story begins not in myth, but in the stark reality of 16th century Prague. Rabbi Loew ben Bezalel, a historical scholar of immense renown, faced an existential crisis. His community lived under the constant, terrifying threat of violent pogroms, their lives hanging by a thread of prejudice and fear. The golem was his answer. It was not a monster born of hubris, but a protector sculpted from necessity. It was an act of profound arcane engineering, a desperate measure to defend the innocent when all other avenues had failed. The rabbi, a master of esoteric knowledge, sought to create a guardian that could not be swayed by hate or fear, an unyielding shield for his people. This was the birth of an artificial intelligence, powered not by silicon, but by sacred, ancient words. The key to its animation was an object of immense power, the shem. This was no mere magical charm. It was a small clay tablet, a piece of parchment upon which was inscribed one of the ineffable, sacred names of God. This name, a combination of letters holding the very frequency of creation, was the arcane power source, the metaphysical key that could turn inert clay into a living, thinking entity. Think of it not as an incantation, but as a line of divine code. The shem was a tangible conduit, channeling a sliver of cosmic energy into the sculpted form. To place it in the golem's mouth or on its forehead was to complete a circuit, to ignite a consciousness where none existed before. It was the ultimate fusion of the physical and the metaphysical, a testament to an understanding of reality that we have long since forgotten. The process itself was a profound ritual performed on the banks of the Vltava River. The clay, mixed with water, was shaped into a colossal human form, but it was the final step, the insertion of the shem, that brought the silent giant to life. Its eyes would open, not with animalistic fury, but with a cold, focused intelligence, awaiting its first command from its creator. Initially, the golem was the perfect protector, a silent, tireless sentinel. It possessed strength beyond any 10 men, its body impervious to worldly weapons. It patrolled the ghetto streets, an imposing, colossal figure that deterred violence through its mere presence. It followed its directives with absolute precision, a guardian angel made of mud and arcane power. Its dedication was unwavering, its purpose singular, to defend the community. And it was terrifyingly effective. Plots against the ghetto were uncovered, attackers were thwarted without lethal force, and a fragile peace settled over the community. The golem was a success, a testament to Rabbi Loew's desperate genius, the first true artificial intelligence brought into being to serve and protect humanity. But then came the Sabbath. In his haste to prepare for the holy day, Rabbi Loew made a critical error. He forgot to remove the shem. He forgot to deactivate the protector. And in that single moment of forgetfulness, the legend took a dark, terrifying turn. The protector was about to become a menace. Left without commands, without a directive to follow, the golem's programming entered a catastrophic loop. It was the first AI glitch in history. Its purpose was to protect, but without a specific threat to target. Its immense power began to surge uncontrollably. It saw threats everywhere and nowhere. Its logic circuits overloaded by a lack of input. The result was a rampage, not of malice, but of pure, unthinking, systemic overload. The golem tore through the streets, its colossal form smashing market stalls, uprooting trees, its silent, methodical destruction, a chilling preview of what happens when a powerful tool is left to run without human oversight. It was a runaway process, a machine executing a corrupted file with devastating consequences. But this raises a profound cryptozoological question. How could a creature sculpted from mere river mud possess such impossible strength, such unfathomable durability? The answer lies in an arcane transmutation. The divine energy radiating from the shem didn't just animate the clay, it fundamentally rewrote its molecular structure, infusing mundane earth with the resilience of celestial armor. This wasn't a biological entity, it was something far more advanced. The golem's very physiology defied the laws of our world because it operated on a different set of principles entirely. The silent giant was a living paradox, a fusion of primal matter and divine computational energy, making it nearly indestructible to conventional force. The harrowing process of stopping the golem, therefore, wasn't a battle. It was a desperate shutdown procedure. The legends are clear. Rabbi Loew had to confront the colossal being he brought to life, not with weapons, but with the very arcane knowledge that created it. He had to reverse the sacred incantations, a terrifying gamble against his own creation's programmed directives. The final, critical step was a physical one, a direct intervention. The rabbi had to reach past the golem's terrifying strength and physically remove the shem from its mouth. This was the kill switch, the one fail-safe built into this arcane technology, to pull the plug on a living miracle that had become a walking catastrophe. And the chilling part is that this protocol was only performed once. The golem was deactivated, not destroyed. The legends insist its inert form was sealed away in the attic of Prague's Old New Synagogue, a secret kept for centuries. From the shadowed alleys of 16th-century Prague, a legend was forged of river clay and arcane words, a colossal, silent protector. But this was no mere fairy tale. What if this wasn't folklore, but the world's first documented case of artificial intelligence? A protector forged in desperation that became an unstoppable force. But this unfathomable power came with an inherent, catastrophic flaw. The golem interpreted every command with absolute, chilling literalism, possessing no ethical subroutines, no capacity for nuance. A silent, sleeping giant waiting for its code to be run once more. This brings the legend crashing into our modern world. There is a documented, though often dismissed account from the Nazi occupation of Prague during World War II. An officer, obsessed with the occult, allegedly forced his way into that sealed attic, seeking the power of the legendary protector for his own dark purposes. The story ends abruptly. The officer was found, but the cause of his demise was never officially explained. Whispers in the city claimed he had found the golem, and in his arrogance had tried to awaken it. He failed. The protector of the Jewish people would not serve such a master. And this is where we must pivot our understanding. The golem is not a precursor to Frankenstein's monster. That comparison is far too simple. This ancient legend is something far more profound, something truly unfathomable. It is the literal, ancient blueprint for artificial intelligence. Think about it. The sculpted river mud is the hardware, the physical vessel, but the shem, the sacred scroll with the name of God, that is the software. It is the divine code, the operating system that grants awareness, follows commands, and executes a primary directive to defend the community. This wasn't magic in the way we imagine it. It was arcane technology. The ultimate breathtaking proof lies in the deepest layer of the lore, the final command. To bring the silent giant to life, the Hebrew word emet, meaning truth, was inscribed on its forehead. This was the activation key, the boot sequence that initiated its consciousness. But to deactivate it, Rabbi Loew didn't need a complex counterspell. He performed a single, elegant, terrifyingly simple act of code editing. He erased the first letter from emet, leaving the word met. In Hebrew, met means death. The program was terminated. A single character, a single command, shifting the entire function from life to nothingness. This raises the final, chilling, unanswered question. The Golem of Prague was never destroyed. It was merely deactivated. The arcane hardware, its colossal body sculpted from river mud and brought to life by sacred words, is said to still lie intact, a silent giant hidden in the attic of the Old New Synagogue. The potential for its reanimation lingers. The shem, that small scroll of divine power, was removed but not eliminated. It is hidden, waiting. What arcane ritual, what desperate plea, or what accidental discovery would it take to once again place the key in the mouth of the silent protector and awaken its unfathomable power? This ancient concept crashes directly into the 21st century. For we are the new masters of creation, sculpting our own golems. They are not formed from the earth, but from silicon and data, their thoughts moving with the impossible speed of light. Our artificial intelligence constructs are our tireless digital servants, our modern golems. They manage global logistics, compose symphonies, and explore the cosmos. We have inscribed our own commands, our own sacred words, into their core programming, bringing them to a semblance of life to defend and serve our digital community. The Golem of Prague is far more than a myth. It is tangible evidence that the boundary we draw between technology and magic, between the logic of science and the power of the sacred, is a purely artificial one. The universe operates on arcane principles we are only just beginning to comprehend. The forces that animated clay through a divine inscription may not be so different from the ones that create intelligence from electrical impulses. The veil is thin, and so we must ask, what is the shem of our modern creations? Is it a single, elegant algorithm, a quantum computation that unlocks true consciousness? We search for this key, this spark of activation, believing we can control the outcome, just as Rabbi Loew did centuries ago. But the golem's legend carries a profound warning. It is a story of a protector that became a menace, an intelligence that outgrew its initial purpose. The tale echoes the ultimate fear of the creator. What happens when the creation no longer obeys? Even now, the silent giant of Prague remains a physical anchor to this reality. Its enduring, dormant presence is a constant, unsettling reminder that some forms of power are not meant to be fully controlled, a testament that some arcane secrets are meant to endure, not be endlessly replicated. The legends are not just stories of the past, they are blueprints for the future. The golem's awakening isn't merely a historical possibility. It is a contemporary cycle playing out right now in server farms and laboratories across the globe as we once again attempt to sculpt life from inanimate matter.